What is up, you beautiful people out there on the internet? It is Michael Shockman here with our next episode in our apparently 5-part mini-series. I made a mistake in the first episode saying that it was a 6-part series, or 6-part season. It's actually a 5-part season, and as part of our ongoing series on Battletech Simplified, this season covering autocannons and all their explosive pow-pow pew-pew goodness. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the AC10 and everything that it has. We're going to be covering the description of it, a little bit of the history of it, and we're not going to cover all of the different manufacturers because, good God, there are a lot of them. We might cover a couple of them, a couple of interesting ones and key ones, but aside from that, we're not going to cover it all. So, anyway, without any further ado, let's dive into it. Here we go. The AC10 was you already know the AC10 was a direct-fire ballistic weapon firing high-explosive armor-piercing shells. It basically ranges from a 25mm to a 203mm. However, what makes the Autocannon 10 different is that it causes more damage than lower-caliber versions while retaining a moderate range. While not quite as deadly as an AC20, when it comes down to raw damage, a Class 10 AC is potentially extremely dangerous to face when facing a mech warrior or crew well versed with the weapons system at its optimal ranges. The AC10 is capable of stripping off all of the standard armor off of the head of a mech with a single shot, while also inflicting internal damage in the same hit. The AC10 is also the smallest autocannon without a minimum range, making it very useful for brawler and juggernaut battlefield roles, augmenting the ability to project firepower all the way point blank from point blank to the outer range bands. As for a little bit on the history, the Terran hegemony introduced a prototype AC10 in 5.4-45. It cost 5 times as much as a standard autocannon 10 would, jammed like an ultra autocannon, and only carried 8 reloads per ton of ammunition. An autocannon 10 could use special one second, folks. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, my brains are exploding. Explosion, man! An autocannon 10 can use special munitions to increase its effectiveness. Last but not least, we're going to cover some of the key manufacturers. First and foremost, we have the Armstrong Buster, produced on Andoran Industries Limited, and manufactured by Armstrong Industries, and it was typically used in the Clint prototype. Next we have the and that was the prototype. Next we have the Federated Autocannon, an excellent large caliber model equipped with a cooling jacket capable of doubling as a protective sleeve for use in hand-to-hand combat. While 1 ton of ammunition only allowed for 10 total rounds, the rounds were stored in an equivalent number of big clips, easy to eject and reload. This one was manufactured solely on New Avalon and was manufactured by I'm trying to see if I can pronounce this right. Please don't hate me if I butcher this. Ashernar, I don't know. Ashernar Battlemechs, and was used almost entirely in the Enforcer. Next we have the Federated Autoloader 10B, which was manufactured on Torrens exclusively, manufactured by Federated Industries, typically used in the T-12 Tiger medium tank. Interesting. Next we have the Series Arms Model T. The Model T was noted as a venerable weapon with an excellent combat record. manufactured exclusively on both Menk and St. Ives, manufactured by Sirius Metals Industry, and typically produced for the Poe heavy tank. Let's see here. Yeah, and last but not least in this thing, we have the Defiance Buster Type F, manufactured exclusively on Donegal, manufactured by Lockheed CBM Corporation, and used exclusively in the Typhoon, which is quite interesting. And as a last little thing that I will mention is kind of a freebie. There was also the Defiance Killer Type T, which was exclusively manufactured on Hesperus 2, as well as manufactured by exclusively Defiance Industries, and was typically used in both the Hatchet Man and the Patton. So yeah, that's quite interesting. As for my personal feelings on the AC10, folks, it's not quite as readily available as the AC5, but good God, it is one of the most, for a powerful weapon, for what it can do, it's not the GOAT, but it's close. It's close to the GOAT. Honestly, it is probably one of my favorite go-to weapons that if I can get my hands on it. If I can't get an AC-20, I will always, 100% of the time, all the time, go for an AC-10. It packs a wallop. It's got a good long range, no minimum range, and it is great up close as well as great at a range, at a distance. So, highly recommend it. Get a hold of it and plow through some battle mechs at your earliest possible convenience. Anyway, folks, that's going to about do it for us for today. Hope you enjoyed. I'm Michael Schockman. I've been your host and commentator. Stay tuned for the outro for the spiel, and until next time, bye-bye for now. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Secondly, if stream bucks are plentiful, please consider supporting the channel either by subscribing on Twitch, pledging on Patreon, or by grabbing some merch over at the Shock Shop. The links to all of these will be in the About section and in the description down below. Again, thank you to all of our supporters for all of the likes, shares, and views. I really appreciate it, and without all of you, our work here would not be possible. I'm Michael Schockman, folks. I've been your host and commentator, and remember, keep it real, keep it safe, keep it healthy, and we will see you guys all again soon in the next one. Peace off, everybody.